It's your day in tech history, and it's brought to you by our friends over at DJI. Get yourself your own drone by going over to geekazine.com/DJI. Jeffrey Powers here. I welcome you to the Day in Tech History, a full rundown of technology history 7 days a week. Subscribe to the show via iTunes, Stitcher, or download right from dayintechhistory.com. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. July 7th, 1742, the Prussian mathematician Christian Goldbach dates a letter to Leonhard Euler in which he presents his famous conjecture, later known as Goldberg's conjecture. 1981, the first solar-powered aircraft, Solar Challenger, crossed the English Channel. Also in 1981, Texas demonstrated the TI-99 4A home computer on the Mike Douglas Show. Captain and Tennille listen as the computer plays their chart-topping song, "Will Love You Will Keep Us Together," synthesized by the speech synthesizer Peripheral. 1983, Atari chairman of 5.5 years, Raymond Kasser, steps down from his post. The position would remain vacated until September 6th. 1988, the unmanned Russian space probe Phobos 1 was launched on a mission to study Mars and its moon Phobos and Deimos. 1997, the Fraunhofer Society released the first software MP3 encoder called I3enc. It would get its official MP3 name on July 14th of 1997. 1998, Reuters news service reported that a Canadian-based internet service provider was angry over an error message that was too frequently appearing when installing the internet components in Microsoft's Windows 98 operating system. The customers were calling with reports that installation errors were recommending users to shop for an alternate ISP. And in 1999, Back Orifice 2000, a freeware software for remote system administration, was used by hackers, was released. And now this word from our friends over at DJI Technologies. Summertime. What to do during the summer? Well, let's go fly a drone. The Phantom 3 is now available for all your summer flying fun. In both professional and advanced models, the Phantom is one of the most popular drones out there, and it can make you feel like a kid again, just like when you got your first RC car many years ago. With video up to 4K, you can have fun taking overhead shots, aerial footage in parks, by the lake, or just fly over your house a few times to see how many of the kids' toys ended up on the roof, or if your roof survived the winter. I encourage you to go over to geekazine.com/DJI so you can get free shipping on that DJI Phantom, and it supports the Day in Tech History, and I thank you very much for that. Go over there, geekazine.com/DJI, then go out to the park and have some fun. Geeky fun with DJI. Now let's get back into your Day in Tech History. In 2000, Sony released a portable version of its legacy PlayStation game console called the PSOne in Japan. The system was internally the same as the original PlayStation, but held a smaller case with an external power supply and slot for an optional clip-in screen. 2001, Amazon mistakenly posts Windows XP for sale on its site and includes pictures of the box. Microsoft asked the e-commerce site to take down the pages. 2003, foam impact tests were performed by the Southwest Research Institute using a foam block of a similar size and mass to the same projected speeds that which struck the Columbia and created a hole 16.1 inches by 16.7 inches. 2004, DVD John released Fair Keys, which is a program that could be used to retrieve the keys needed for DEDRMS, that is, from the iTunes Music Store servers. 2005, following a terrorist attack on London, the U.S. television network ABC canceled the broadcast of the fantasy film Reign of Fire, which featured a dragon destroying London. Also in 2005, Google acquired the Current Communications Group, a power-line broadband internet provider, for $100 million. Hugh Zhang released the version 2.4.8 of StarDict, a free graphical user interface released under the general public license for accessing StarDict dictionary files. Nintendo officially establishes Nintendo of Korea, or NOK, in the country's capital, Seoul. And the Wikimedia Foundation released version 1.7 of MediaWiki, a web-based wiki software application. 2008, CNET reports that ISPs are making plans to start the next phase of the Internet, the video revolution. NBC's coverage of the Beijing Olympics is expected to log over 3,600 hours. Also in 2008, in a letter from Microsoft, they officially back Carl Icahn's bid to overthrow the current Yahoo board and call for a new CEO. The official Scrabble game finally hits Facebook, but may be overshadowed with Scrabbleless, which was a game that saw some legal action by the makers of Scrabble. Pioneer announced that they had created a Blu-ray-like disc where 16 layers of data on the disc would hold up to 400 gigabytes worth of data. In comparison, a Blu-ray disc could hold 25 gigabytes. Also in 2008, the words webinar, malware, netroots, pretexting, and fanboy are added to the Merriam-Webster dictionary. And Linux developer Hans Reiser, who was convicted in April for killing his wife, finally directs officials to where they can find the remains in Oakland, California. And in 2009, after saying that they were not getting on the netbook bandwagon, Sony gets on the netbook bandwagon. The Lifestyle PC is a 10.1-inch notebook with the Atom N280 CPU. Also in 2009, Yahoo drops a suit seeking assurance that it won't have to pay for fantasy football stats. MIT creates a patch of fabric that can also take images. The camera cloth was developed to try and give military personnel a tactical advantage by seeing all around them. Also in 2009, on the TV show Repo, a man was losing his DeLorean. The man in his 20s, apparently a Michael Jackson impersonator. He goes through the dance and he ends up kicking the Repo Man in the, backside. And Google makes the announcement that they will be planning a Chrome-based web OS in time for their netbooks in 2010. And that's your Day in Tech History. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at Day in Tech Hist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2015, JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.